Good evening, everybody. Today I'll be presenting Ben's breakfast and nutritional facts and benefits. I recorded my daily breakfast from July 14th all the way up to the 1st. I consider this meal to be quite healthy. I had bananas, cherries, carrots, and French toast. The French toast give me energy throughout the day for the potassium it had. Cherries, they're a great blood thinner, so they'll actually be good to add with any meal that will have cholesterol, like making a sandwich that has the condiment mayonnaise in it. However, you got to be careful how many cherries you do eat because around 12, which is the amount I have, can make you sleepy. But I believe my banana balanced that out for the day. And I also add baby carrots. They're quite low in calories, so you can pretty much add them to any dish without worrying about calories. On my second day, I still included bananas. They give me my daily energy as usual. This time, however, I decided to bump my meal up in starch. I had 2 blueberry waffles and 2 egg sandwiches. As you can see, there is a little bit of eggs out of the sandwich on that plate. 2 eggs is a lot, so it didn't all fit on there. On my next meal, I still had 2 eggs, but this time I changed my fruit up with a peach, which still has about the same nutritional benefits as cherries, which acts as a good blood thinner. This time I also added mocha, raspberry mocha coffee, and that really booted up the calories. Next day, I still kept the mocha, but this time it's just regular mocha instead of raspberry. And I also added carrots this time in with the meal alongside the peach, and just kept it as French toast, despite me using 2 eggs to cook. Whenever I make French toast, I use one. My next meal, I finally decided to add meat to the diet, as I have 4 slices of Spam. Spam is actually, for its serving size, 180 calories. However, these are more thinner slices. So these aren't exactly like 180 per slice. So I came around to looking at it and determined it to be like 260 calories. I cooked 1 egg this time after finally realizing how much that is. So I would very much recommend that you use only 1 egg whenever you're cooking for yourself on a breakfast. The next day, I brought back the bananas, and this time I made an egg and Spam sandwich. The calories are quite low in this dish and delicious. Delicious meal. This day, on the 20th, I woke up rather late. I did not have time to cook for myself, so eventually I just decided to go to the fridge and grab a peach and banana. That banana most definitely gave me my energy, and the peach was just very delicious. Though because the calories are low, I do recommend eating later on in the day, like probably a snack in between from when you would get your lunch for the day. And on the very last day, I kind of just dug into my food and barely had anything left, but I also cooked for a friend and I said, oh, good, I'll just take a picture of your plate. Since so many days has passed, the bananas were starting to go bad, so I cut it in half. And since I was sharing with a friend, it was essentially 1/4. I had 2 thin slices of Spam, with me determining it'd probably be like 180 calories, since these 2 thin slices were actually quite thicker than the other slice I had for the plate before, be about half. So with one whole slice being like 180, I was like, yeah, I'll say this is like 100. That's how I felt. This was actually quite a decent meal and filling with low calories. So if you were to look for an ideal plate, I think I would recommend this one, but a half a banana, not 1/4. And that is my presentation on Ben's breakfast and nutritional facts and benefits.